channel. I'm bringing you this new flow from Loving by Nature in Dorset, my friend's wonderful mum and baby shop. I'm filming it from upstairs in her shop that she also rents out. I'm going to put a link below in the description so that you can check her out. I'm coming in my jeans because I've just done a school run and I'm fitting this in before work, but this is a quick flow that you can do at home that targets the inner thighs, really good pelvic floor connection, and the legs and glutes as well. So we're going to get started with a little warm up. So you're going to have your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Just lift those toes up and then root down through all three corners of the feet. So back from the big toe, the little toe, and into the heel, and then spread the toes back down, keeping that even weighting through the feet. And then bend the knees. We're just going to take some pelvic tilt. So you're going to tilt the pelvis forwards and then backwards. Imagine the pelvis is a bowl of water and you're tipping the water out the front of the pelvis and then the back of the pelvis, or the front of the bowl and then the back of the bowl. Try and keep the ribs fairly stable. So it's just a movement of the pelvis. So we're just isolating the pelvis here. Really nice. Keep going with this. You can breathe in as you come forwards, exhale as you tuck under. Inhale, length, exhale, we shorten the muscles. Really nice, keep going. Nice, coming up to standing again, straighten up the legs but don't lock the knees out. Bring the hands around the ribs and we're going to do some lateral breathing. So you're going to inhale all the way around the ribs. And exhale slowly through the mouth. We're coming into our hypopressive rest breath breathing. So you're going to inhale all the way around the ribs. And then exhale softly and slowly through the mouth. Keep the exhale really, really nice and soft. Keep breathing all the way around the ribs. You can close down the eyes and visualize the breath going all the way around the ribs. It's making space, expanding and lengthening those muscles. And then exhale nice and softly and slowly. Keep those shoulders down. Reminder to myself as well. Nice. Inhale all the way around the ribs. Keep going. On the exhale, do we think we can grow the crown of the head away from the feet? Feet root down, crown of the head raises up. Keep breathing all the way around the ribs. That's 360 breath. And then exhale, we try and find length through the spine as we lengthen up towards the sky. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Inhaling all the way around the ribs. And exhale to grow. Really nice, lovely. Last breath. And exhaling slowly through the mouth. Lovely, we're going to come into our Athena position now. So you're going to bring the hands out to the side, thumbs come down to the earth, bring the arms round that big beach ball, hands are in first, balance point is forwards onto the front of the feet, elbows nudging out into some imaginary resistance, head is back listening to that conversation behind you, shoulders down. We're going to inhale all the way around those ribs, breathing into the back of the ribs. And then exhale, we're going to lengthen and grow up to the ceiling on the exhale. Inhaling into the ribs, ribs expand. And exhaling softly and slowly. Inhale, ribs expanding. Exhale slowly through the mouth. You're going to pause here, slow as you can, open those ribs. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep growing through the spine. You're going to hold the apnea here for as long as you can. Breathe in before any point of panic. Lovely. Coming to the back of your mat now, we're going to come into our Freya lunge. So you're going to set up in Athena, nice and stacked through the spine, knees are soft, feet are hip distance apart. We're going to bring our arms into our first arm position. Our balance point is forwards, making sure those ribs are stacked over the pelvis. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, step forward with the right foot. Bend the front knee over the front ankle. Feet face forwards, hips face forwards. Inhale here. As you slowly exhale, you're going to tip your upper body forwards. Lovely. You've got a nice line from the back heel all the way through the body. You're going to inhale here. On your exhale, lift the opposite arm to leg forwards up. You're going to hold your breath out, pause, and then slowly open the ribs. Make sure those hips are nice and level, feet are facing forwards. Make sure that back foot is facing forwards, that back knee is soft. Front knee is over the front ankle. Holding your apnea. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Really good one for the legs. Nice. Step that back foot in. We're going to inhale here. Pinky fingers into the hip crease. We're going to lift up and over on the exhale. Lengthen through the spine. Heels of the hands come to the top of the thighs. We're going to inhale here. Exhale. Crown of the head reaches away from the sit bones. Inhale all the way around the ribs. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause here. Slowly open the ribs. Holding it here for as long as you can. Make sure that weight is even through the feet. Make sure your ribs are stacked over the pelvis. And you're looking about 1 metre away from you. Really nice. Inhaling when you're ready. And then exhale, I'm going to come up to stand. Nice. We're going to come to the back of your mat. Again, for Freya on the other side. You're going to bring the hands into first. Balance point is forwards. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, step forward with that left foot. Feet on train tracks, not on a tightrope. Knee is over the ankle. Hips are facing forwards, feet are facing forwards. Inhale. Exhale, we tip that upper body forward, so we're lining rib cage up with pelvis. Nice line from the back heel all the way through the body. Inhale here. Exhale, raise the opposite arm up. We're going to hold the breath out. Pause, slowly open the ribs. Make sure those feet are on those train tracks. That back foot is facing forwards. Front knee is over the front ankle. It's not knocking in or out. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Lovely. Step that back foot in. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, lift up and over those pinkies, lengthening through the spine. Heels of the hands to the top of the thighs. Balance point is forwards. Inhaling here. And exhale, grow that crown of the head away from the sit bones. Inhale all the way around the ribs. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause, slowly open the ribs. Really nice. Holding it here for as long as you can. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Lovely. We're going to slide the hands down the legs, bend the knees as much as you need to. Place the hands towards the floor. Take a couple of breaths into the ribs here. And then you're going to step one knee back and then the other knee back. We're going to set up in our Gaia position. So, hands are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, toes are tucked under at the back. Hands are spreading away from each other. So we get that shoulder girdle activation. And when you're ready, we're going to start rocking back on an inhale. We're going to inhale, push into the arms to rock ourselves back. Exhale, arms draw us forwards. Inhale, push into the hands and the arms to rock ourselves back. And exhale, slowly through the mouth to come forwards. Inhale, push into the hands and the arms. Exhale, slowly through the mouth to come forwards. We're going to hold the breath out, pause, slowly open the ribs. Really nice, holding it here for as long as you can. And then breathing in whenever you're ready. Going to swing the legs round to the side, come to sitting on our bottom in Hestia. Feet are dorsiflex. We're sitting up nice and tall on those sit bones, so grab any props that you need to lift yourself up and lengthen through the spine so we're not tucked under with the pelvis. And then we're going to bring our arms into our low V. Hands are going to be slightly in front of the body, elbows slightly bent. Spread the shoulder blades apart, fingers reaching away. Inhale slowly through the nose. And exhale softly and slowly through the mouth as you grow through the spine. Inhale, ribs expand. And exhaling slowly through the mouth. Inhale all the way around the ribs. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause, open the ribs here. We're going to slowly start raising the arms all the way up into our third arm position. Keep those shoulders down, ribs stacked over the pelvis. Reach the fingertips away. Holding it here for as long as you can. And then breathing in whenever you're ready. We're going to come down onto our side. Take a really nice big stretch. Slowly roll over onto your back with control. Bring the legs in. We're going to cross the right foot over the left knee. The outside edge of the heel is going to be on the outside edge of the left of the opposite knee. Dorsiflex that foot. Dorsiflex the foot that's on the floor. Bring your left hand into first. Rest your heel of your hand on the inside edge of that knee. Bring your other hand into third. Draw that heel on the floor towards the body without moving it. Pelvis is neutral, back of the ribs are on the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale all the way around the ribs. Push hand into knee, knee into hand. And exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs. And exhaling softly and slowly. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause, slowly open the ribs. Holding it here. Keeping that connection of the hand on knee, knee on hand, pushing them into the centre line. Breathing in when you're ready. Really nice. Uncross. We're going to cross over with the other foot now. We're going to place hand on the inside edge of the knee. Bringing one hand into first, one hand into third. Both feet are dorsiflex. Draw that knee and that hand in towards the centre line. If you can't get that without rotating through the spine, then bring a block and place it in between your knee and your hand. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale all the way around the ribs. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhaling into the ribs. And exhale softly and slowly. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause. Slowly open the ribs. Holding it here. And then breathing in whenever you're ready. Really nice, everyone. We're going to draw the knees in towards the armpits. Open out the legs as much as you can. You can either hold on to the front of the shins, the soles of the feet or the back of the thighs, and just work on getting your tailbone down towards the floor. We're bringing length into that posterior chain, length through the spine. And you're just breathing here. You can take some movement with the legs, so start straightening out the legs. We can rock from side to side. So we're just lengthening the pelvic floor muscles, inner thighs. And keep with that lateral breathing. Lovely. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll over onto your side, come back up to a seated position. And that is our practice complete. Thanks so much for practicing with me. I will put some more details in the description for those that haven't practiced hypopressives before or want to learn this practice a little bit more in depth. And if you can subscribe, like and comment, that really helps. And I will see you for our next practice.